Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's DJ Davey. Sorry the long intro. Just sorting something out with the tools there. So today we're kind of finishing off um, some colonization, and my first. I say it was my first. I did try to build a starport, but I tried to build one that's too big, and there's nowhere to get the resources for it. So, so I started building a smaller one. Just instead of an orbis, I started building a just one of those rig things. I can't remember what you call them now. Starport, whatever. Just a basic starport. Um, so I'm just finishing that off today. So that'll be my first one built. So I can celebrate that, and then I might walk you through, guys, to walk do a walkthrough on how to start a colonization, just in case anybody doesn't know. Obviously, people come in different stages, so it might help someone, and I might be able to help them avoid the pitfalls that I made, like such as buying too big a starport to start with, and then not having the capability to do it, because really some of the big ones you need a team to do it. Um, so I'll just be looking at things like that. So it's just that really covers that. If it's useful to anyone or helpful to anyone, then that's good. If not, hopefully it might be entertaining to see to crash into planets or whatever. If I do that, I get started on a new one, crash into a planet a few times while I'm trying to get the things like the CMs and polymers, what we should need for starports, and some of the things you can only get from bases on planets. Although if you do find a base, often it'll have a lot of the things you need, but obviously it takes a bit more time landing on them. It can be a bit tricky sometimes. Um, it just makes it more tricky. But then, so I'm at the stage now where all the rest of the stuff I can get from um, an in-space starport. I don't have to land on a planet now. I did all the planet landing, um, so I can just get on with just getting these last few items, materials from a nearby starport. Obviously, it's a it's good if you can find a nearby starport to get these things from. I'll show you ways that you can source the stuff. So these are the kind of things you need. This is on basic, what do you call it? Outpost. That's right, outpost. Remember. So you need all these kind of things, like the hard ones to get the CMM composites. You don't really get that in like a floating starport. You have to land on a planet to get that. And I'll show you a way you can find a nearby one that sources your stuff. You might look up, there's an online website that will show you anything that's close to you. I forget what it's called now. But there is one online that can help you find the, if you look online, there's ones that can help you find these materials that you need. But like some of these are quite a lot, so for this outpost, you need about 5,000 these, 6,000. There's about 5,000 steel, 5,000 titanium, and quite a lot of other stuff, which I've got already. As you can see, it's required discoveries here. So it's just the last few things now. So I'm just going to get the remaining steel from a starport where I can know I can get it, and then it's just these final things, water, and I know I can get that from an asteroid base nearby. So it's going to be about four, 5 journeys maybe. So let's just get that done first. So where are we going? Navigation. Maybe from last night. But we can find. So we got Starport, but this is White Lord. So this is one nearby. You see, it's just one jump away. So if we go here, check out inventory. Oh, I got 2 Tycoon by the way in trade rank, so that's good. I'm nearly getting to elite now. Inventory is empty, obviously, because we've unloaded everything this side. Ship marker. We're just going to colonization ship. We're just going to launch them now. I chose commercial. I wasn't really sure which type of construction to do. To me, the commercial one seemed the best. I don't know. There's several different versions. You can get military, you can get science. One's for nation or whatever. What did they call it? Civilian outpost, whatever. But after messing up, and I had a quite good spot which had a star and 3 planets originally, and I kind of cocked up, so I had to cancel it. So it would have actually been a really good space to do, but this one, it's not a good system at all. I'll be honest. It's just got 1 star in it. It's really basic, but I'm doing it for the purpose of going for the experience of making an outpost. It might make money, it might not. And don't do what I do when I was searching for the. I'll show you what I mean later, but when I was searching for the a landing spot that did materials, particularly the confidence and that. I was searching all around, I couldn't find it. I realised I had my filters on. They weren't set to show landfall and settlements. And I was wondering why I couldn't find it. I was going to a place, it was on Marketplace, if you go to sell, show you where you can get your components that you need from. And I was searching around, I was thinking, I can't find it. No, it's supposed to be here, it's supposed to be in this sector, this planet, this solar system. And I just couldn't find it, and I was just thinking, what's going on? Is there something wrong with the game? Of course, there wasn't something wrong with the game. It was the fact I had the filters on that I couldn't find it first time round, but there was no way I could get it. It needed about, just for one item, one material, it would have needed about 46 trips. So I had to land, take off, go back and forwards 46 times away, and you've got space in 4 weeks to do it. And it wasn't just that, it was also steel, titanium, all kinds of things that I need to run, and there's no way I could have done it. I mean, so far, I spent about 9 hours yesterday just getting all the materials for this one. So if you imagine this is probably a 10th of the size in terms of materials that you need for one that really, the Type 2 or, I'm not even talking about Type 3, or was it Type 3? Might have been a Type 3 I did. No, the Type 3 I did, yeah. So obviously maybe a Type 2 might be a better idea as the next step. So Type 2 is the like the dice shaped ones. They're obviously going to be less, but I stupidly chose a Type 3 to do. It was just ridiculous. There was no way I was going to do it for weeks. If I'd been on the PC 24/7 for 4 weeks, I still don't think I could have done it. Although there's some people that have done it. I mean, there are people I've seen on the forums that can do it. I mean, it is theoretically profitable, but you've got to be like, if I've got a full-time job, there's no way I can do that. Not even if I did every evening, I just don't think, because there's things that happen during these trips. So I mean, with this one, I've probably done 40 trips. So that would be the equivalent for just raw material on a largest thing. There's no way you can do it unless you're, playing this game as your full-time job. Just it's not likely unless you're like full-time streaming or something like that. So, right. So we're just going to go here. I'll show you what I mean on the sale market. When I go to the sale market, I can find somewhere that does something locally. New materials. So I'm just doing this like for people to learn the mistakes I made, because it's hard, because obviously if you spend 25 million on committing to a starport and you can't deliver the goods at the end of the day, literally, then you're going to lose that 25 million. It's a bit heartbreaking to have to lose all that. You don't get any refund or anything like that. So if you don't build it within 4 weeks, that's it. You've lost all your money. You know, it's going to be quite heartbreaking if you spend time building that up. But still, I mean, I made it quite a bit out of. Because I've got the Tycoon now, which is one level off. I made quite a bit out of motion trading, and fortunately, I had the good sense to buy some ships with it, and a few expensive ones as well as an investment. So when it came to needing the money for this second port, I just sold one ship for about 23 million, and that was it was a fully kitted ship. I just kitted it out, but that was enough to give me the money to build this second Starport. By then I was like, oh well, let's just at least do one Starport just to say I've done it. Yeah. And apparently they do make money for you. I don't know. I suppose that depends on their popularity. But I mean, this one's not going to be that popular because it's got nothing apart from this port on it. But obviously, if you've got some with several ports or with the bigger port, which are standing price for larger ones. The problem with these outposts is they've only got the largest port, the largest landing pad they've got is medium. So really, that's not going to be appealing to, say, like traders with large ships or anything like that. It's going to be a bit frustrating for people to come there and then find they can't land there. So ideally, you'd want something with large landing pads. You need the August, whatever, Type 2, which is going to need more materials. But I think if you've got an outpost there already, maybe use that to help build the second one, build a larger starport. Or if you're used to it, get used to landing on the planets and doing the back and forth. You know, if you can just somehow switch off, then just do the work. It's not so bad. Let me see. Oh, I've got my new poker catch command now as well. If that works. Okay. Yeah, there was do a poker catch command without pressing the button now. Use that on the next set. I'm just letting them go in my stream. So I'm having a beer on this occasion. Right, so probably don't need to dock. Well, I usually dock anyway because if you auto launch it, it turns you around anyway. So I have something go wrong when I'm sat on top before, so we just dock just to be safe. So we go to safe buy. So I've only got one thing left, which is the steel, and you see it's got shows the active mission and how much it needs. So I need another 2,229. But the interesting thing is, if you want to find the other stuff, if you go to sell, what was that? So here, this is one of the things I need. Although I can't buy it here because this is on sale. It will show me where else I could get it from. And so, camera results, Stania Gateway. Doesn't it? So it's produced by. So that's not the asteroid that I was looking at one. Which is an asteroid for other stuff. I think it's for the water. Fruit and vegetables and water. Yeah. So here we go. If we look at this, the Han Enterprise. So if we go to our system map, that's right on the edge of here. And the other thing you might notice as well, when you're looking for these places, maybe like some of the materials are on here. Sometimes you'll have to fly out the next starport, because these will show as unexplored. So unless you fly to a place like this, the thing might be hiding in here in one of these unexplored things, and you'll never know it's there. So you could be looking for it as well. So that's just another tip. Struggling to find the place. If say if it says here also produced by this, and you've gone to the sector, and you can't find it, it's probably worth your while flying around for a bit to the different stations that you can land at to try and locate the place before you land, or you'd rather just landing randomly. So anyway, at the moment, what we can get from here is steel. We're just going to get as much as that as you can. So you notice my cargo hold's a lot bigger now. I got the bullet and got the had the clipper. It's just like the Type 9 was really good, but with an extra 300 tons on this, it just makes all the difference. It's probably a third time. I don't know, my math's not good. Whatever. 1.3 times bigger. So you could, it just saves on trips really when you're doing when you've got to transfer about 5,000 tons. It makes sense to have something that can do something in 1,000-ton intervals. So we're just going to launch and go back to our constructor. What do you call it? Colonization ship. This is it. System colonization ship McCarthy. Collectible. Yeah, just works. I haven't really had any trouble with pirates, really, to be fair, in colonization, even with the first round that I did. I did get a load of stuff, but I just gave up at the end. It just seemed so impossible. The Orbis space station. I mean, it looked really cool. The idea of it was really, wow, I could really build that, but then soon realised that you can't actually do it. It's probably what the real life construction did to you. Plan things, and then they realised how badly they've miscalculated the scale of them. Just let's Pokemon game here. Okay, so it's just in case it's a little bit back to the customers. I probably won't stream for that long, honestly, or even play the game for that long, because the problem with drinking is once you've had over a certain amount, it becomes quite hard to steer and you end up crashing all over the place. We'll see. This is why we shouldn't drink and drive, but as long as I can drive slowly. So we're not far from the star. On the star. But as you see, it's just one planet. So I mean, on the forums it says, well, that's not really worth even doing. But to me, it is. This is my first one, so to me, it's worth doing. But to be fair, in this area, if we do get this finished, maybe see if I can get that other territory back I first claimed. if I claim it again. And then I can show you what I mean about there's a sphere where you pick your territory from. Just want to be able to show you how it works, just in case you've never done it before and you're wondering how it works. So, because it can be a bit, some bits are a bit hidden away. So, like obviously to colonize, you have to go to another starport, and then you have to be in a certain range of a planet, and you have to go to the message board, the ministry's board, whatever, to be able to claim it, and then there's other technicalities that passes on the name of the district or something, whatever it is, where you claim it from. So it's all very convoluted, should we say. Interesting when it gets these bishops around here. And there's even federal ships, enforcement ships around here as well. So this is the colonization ship which comes in once you choose to colonize a place. Hopefully I'll get to show you that. We do start a new one this stream. But as I say, I think I've got to finish this one before I can colonize somewhere else. I've seen references online to people sort of colonizing several starports at once, but I couldn't see how to do that. Not that I wanted to. There we go, I've got 3 weeks to 5 days, 2 weeks. Land here and offload. So I'm not going to bother to, there's no point jumping on this one, so you just go upload and go. So you can just do this. You can just build up here. Obviously quicker when you've got several different things. And then you do get more money back for it. So I can't remember what I spent on the other one, probably about 4. You do make profit out of it. So that's what. So if you ever land on one of these and you've got any of this stuff, not only does it help the other person out, but you can always make a bit of profit off it as well. So only another 1,195 steel. We're nearly done there. So while doing the auto launch, we'll just plot a route literally back to that Starport again. Yeah, I know. I meant we want to launch and land fast without the auto stuff, but I always find I'm doing things. Just drinking tea or rolling a cigarette or something. That's why I like the auto. It's nice to have the auto launch. To me, that's quite a good thing to have. The autopilot as well. It just stops me making a lot of needless cock-ups as well. Having said that, the planetary dot is another thing altogether. I find that makes it even more difficult for the auto. I'd really like to see a way to move that, but I think it's kind of like building ships. Some of the ships I couldn't remove it from. I was trying to see if I could get rid of it because there was certain things I was doing when trading that I didn't need it for. And it said I couldn't get rid of it. I don't know if that's the case, but it's a bit annoying sometimes because you'll be coming in to land, trying to land, and then maybe it's super cruise, maybe it's not, but no, it's not. Sorry, it's not the plan. Landing in the sweet. It was the super cruise, and the super cruise kept kicking me back into an orbital flight, and that was a bit annoying. So supercruise isn't always good. Yeah, okay, I know it seems useful, but a lot of people couldn't do without it, I suppose. And any like experienced one, I know you will see them just docking and all that without it. But I'll save that for later, for when I'm even more experienced, because I can't do anything. But yeah, I always enjoy seeing people. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy seeing people doing manual landings. And I have had to do some manual docking, manual exit, egress. It's nice to see it, but you can get fined for crashing your ship if you do it wrong. In the game, that is, obviously. There's times you have to manually exit, like if the port becomes blocked, someone's just sat there and not letting anyone out, and the auto dock just sits there and won't try to get past it. There comes a point where you just sat there and you think, well, look at this, I'm just gonna try and get out myself. Who's that? Look, Pokemon, look. Got it. Here's it. And nice. Right as well. So yeah, I got this Pokemon thing running in my chat. I'll probably dock here, buy the goods, then take a short break because I know Black Liquor's just going straight for me at the moment, so we'll take a 5-minute break. And get back to it, and we'll see how far we get. I mean, if we do get as far as setting up another colony, all well and good, then I've achieved my objective of doing a little walkthrough, a little how-to. So if we can do that, that'd be good. At the very least, I mean, I don't know what to expect once I construct it. Apparently, it appears immediately. So once I've added all the materials, apparently, shortly after, the thing just appears. So I'm looking forward to doing that and landing on my own vessel. That'd be quite exciting to think. Like I could literally crash into it. Might be a good place to practice landings. It wouldn't really matter, you know, that kind of thing. That's the idea. I'm not doing anyone a disservice by doing that. We'll see. I mean, I might still get fined by my own Starport, but you know, I don't know. At least somehow I wouldn't feel like such a crime. What's it for the lab? So when you here, being access to diving. And it took a while to when I started flying around, there'd be quite a few times I'd get denied landing at Starport. But it took me a while. I had to sort of like make some donations to the federal groups. So there's a lot of federal ones around. Once I got a bit of better standing with the Federation, I found out some landing most ports. The ones out here are kind of Imperial, but I think where I've got obviously the Imperials they share it with other things like Independence and that. Where I've got a good rating with Independence, I think they just let me on anyway. I haven't seen any opportunity to donate to Imperial clans. No, call them clans. I haven't had that opportunity yet, so I'm not able to get their good books. So maybe they just don't accept donations. I don't know what it is. So we'll see. I mean, I did. Oh yeah. So also I joined for my sins power play. Now, I intended not to join any power play things before I got to elite because I heard there was some kind of mystical thing you could get into if you do. But I did an AI search and it said that that's rubbish. There was nothing. So I joined this, but then I was just looking at these assignments. They're just it's so annoying to do to have to complete. I wish there were like run of the mill things that you could do anyway. So I might just not bother with the power play thing and just leave it and just until at least until I get to elite and I've got more time to do these messing around with these mesh. Because you have to do that in the first week and it's just so annoying. I mean, yeah, I get that it's good for some people, it's a bit of a challenge, but obviously my goal at the moment is just to get to elite and so anything else. This is a bit of a detour, this Starport thing. I mean, but I kind of justify it by the fact that maybe the Starport can make money for me. So I do justify it in that respect. But I don't know whether that would count towards merchant rank or not. We'll have to see. I don't know if I would be able to, I don't know if I'd know, even know if it or not. 1,000. Let's definitely got quite. We're gonna have to do one more trip back here. So I'm probably about 90 short, 91 short. Okay, but still. So what we could do a round trip. So if I get this, next one we can come back here, and then we can go, and then as it's in the same system, we can go to get the fruit and veg and water. We could go to. So how much do we need of that? 50. So that should all fit in the same in my cargo bay along with the still. So we could just it'll be 2 stops, but it'll be round trip and then back and then finish. So what I'm going to do now, take the break now, or just go back for one more. No, I do need the bathroom. Okay, so I'm ready to launch. Okay, sold the last lot here. We got a bit less. So I'm going to launch in a minute. Give me 5. Be right back. too patient, so we just skipped it. That's fine. Back to the game so that we just launch. It's nice to see lots of other ships around. And I mean, I don't know. Are they all actual players? Or, I mean, obviously there's some NPC craft like the patrol craft. But, I mean, every other ship is. See, this is an Imperial one here, but Imperial logos. Does that mean for the any craft to see at the space station is a player? I don't know. Interesting thought. I mean, it'd be really fascinating to know how many people are actually online at any one point on this. Find that out maybe. Maybe we said at the beginning, but yeah, not. Maybe not. So you can see it. You see this? Yeah, this is the same mistake I was making last night. What to do is get space station stuff and then. Oh, I know what it is. I don't know what to do. Wonder. So obviously we're going back to our construction vessel. Colonization ship. Oh, there we go. It just happens to be right in front of us. It gets there. So there we go. Yeah, we can just jump into this and offload again. Yeah, so the thing you have to do at the beginning is just place a beacon. This is just for people who don't. People who come in at different levels, but if you've never done it before, like I had a few days ago, you have to place a beacon to start to get that colonization ship to come in. It's pretty straightforward, but it did take me a while to work that out again. It's like everything in this game is not really obvious all the time. Not all the time. Some things are, some things just aren't. Some things you find out during the game, some things you just have to go on the internet to find out, I guess. It's just, I mean, there's stuff in Codex. Yeah, there is stuff in it, but I mean, perhaps that's got more information. But not everything. Of course, I wouldn't really expect everything to be on and then there's all these different add-ons you can get. I've not tried any of those. I've tried to keep the game like the original, really. Hang on, I'm running on that. They're having a drink think you're not quite as sharp as you should be. No, I was doing it for 9 hours yesterday, so like muscle memory now. Right, of course that doesn't stop the unexpected, but I'm gonna wing it because the game. So yeah, so I joined the power play, but it's really difficult deciding. I was kind of like, there's seen good things in all of them, really. To be fair, like I kept going, I'm sure I kept getting messages before I joined to join is either Edmund or Duet March. I think it was every time I came out of a federal base, I think it said join Duet Marcher, but I mean maybe that's because they're federal, but the so I didn't nearly do that, but he's all about war. I don't know, does that mean I'm about war? Obviously, I enjoy the odd scrap, but I mean, I'm like, I'd rather just make a lot of money. So we're just gonna head back to, so we don't forget that kind of stuff. I mean, if I'm on a roll, I'll auto launch and then block route while it's auto launching, but times when I forget. Yeah, I forgot to check how much I paid for it, but I know it's pay less. You pay less for it, so you're not going to see my trading rank go up on when I'm at this because I've got to make when you get to Tycoon, it's something like 390 million you've got to make to get to Tycoon or whatever. So then you've got another 600 million to go, which is more money that you've got to make than even getting to that rank of Tycoon. So yeah, it's a lot to do, but it's comforting in that I know every time I check this, I can see how close I'm getting to the lead. But the other ones where you just like, okay, I can see I'm going close, I'm getting to the next level, and it's not how close I'm getting to the lead. So, not that I expect it to, but you know, it's everything's stages up to you get to that. And yeah, I know there's prestige after that, but for me it's just the elite status is big because basically such a mega fan. That's it. I can see that. I mean, I'll get to elite tattoo there. Angle. So yeah, I just because it's just such an amazing game. It's just I can't even begin to get my head around like how like the guy who created Dave Raven, like how much thought you'd have to put into just getting everything to work, and the fact it worked on these old machines, like it's built in 1984 when you had things like Spectrums. Well, I had a Spectrum, I've got one in 1982, but you know the fact that it just worked on these machines, and he just somehow built a whole planet, the whole universe into a machine. It's just I can't even begin to get my head around how to do that. It's amazing. So you know, this is one game I play, and I don't feel like I'm wasting my time playing it because the amount of creativity and effort that's gone into it, and the fact that, and it's interesting, like obviously being alive as long as I've been alive, to see it go through different stages from wireframe graphics to wireframes, and without all the colonization and landing and all that kind of thing. I mean, it's just amazing to see it develop into what it's grown into now. It's mind blowing. I guess that's one of the things as you get older is just like when you're young, you have all these ideas about what the future will be, and then it's weird, like sort of 40, 50 years later, you're kind of like, I'm actually living things in the future. It's like you see so many science fiction ideas that come to life, like communicators like you had in Star Trek. They can build that now. It's so easy to build. You can talk to someone. Like I know you probably don't. I don't know if anyone's actually made one, but you could easily do that with today's technology. It's just insane. I mean, one thing I haven't done is the food. Just looking at me. The food manufacturers out of molecules. Yeah, okay, maybe that's a bit of fun actually. We've done space travel. We had the NASA launch a few weeks last week. Going around the moon last week. That's incredible. I mean, a lot of people down the pub used to say, "Oh no, that's not true. They never went to the moon. Possible? How come they haven't done it again?" 50 years they didn't even go to the moon. It's all fake. But like, you can't. You look at the pictures now. They've got. You can't deny it. Like you've got the live stream. It's just. I don't think that's staged. I mean, yes, we could do a lot more staged now. I don't think it's staged. It doesn't look fake. It doesn't. So yeah, I think it's getting there, isn't it? It's just like then you sort of get. I mean, yeah, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's crazy to think like I'm in this futuristic world now. It's cool. It's cool though. I don't mind it. No, a lot of people don't like technology and that, or can't understand it. One of the lucky ones, I guess, that's get to grips with it. So yeah, for me, it's just it's like a little boy's dream come true, really, in a lot of ways, because I'd be, playing this game in the league back in the 90s, and I'd be thinking, wouldn't it be great if everything was solid and built in and had textures? It's just like to see it real. It's just amazing. Yeah, I've got a 47 graphic card, which does its job, but you get really. There's new ones now. I could get a PC, but just to see it in some semblance is just unreal, really. So I really appreciate this game. I thought he said last night. I thought he said comms think. Sounded like he said comms think is damaged. But then I thought, well, why would he say that if he's ever talked to me? And then I thought maybe he said comms think it's damaged. But then when he said it again, it did sound like damaged. I don't know if it's going to mean anything or not. There's a few things in this game that don't really mean anything. But then they might have a secret meaning. So like, for a while, I noticed, like, I think in the old versions of games you get fined on the spot for speeding if you come out of stationary speed. But nowadays you speed when you come out of stationary, nothing happens. Like no vessels approach you, but you can get fined if you hit another ship. So if you're speeding, if you're travelling over a certain speed and you hit another ship, you can get fined. Don't know how to that is. Unfortunately, I've never done it, or any ships that I've hit, I must have been under the stream when I was forced to launch because somebody was in the way. Obviously, there are things in life that just don't make sense, don't have to make sense. So if he gives it as damaged, doesn't really make sense, does it? unless they want a donation, I can repair it. Maybe that's the idea. So I suppose if you make a donation, then everything changes the game. They might get their comms fixed, or you know, I noticed when I was landing on a planet there was trolls are having trouble with their craft. Perhaps I made a donation, and then they seem to be okay after that. So I think there's a lot of subtle changes in the game that makes it more realistic. It makes you feel like you can somehow those things as well. Just kind of cool.
Contact clear to disembark. Welcome to our Starport, Commander.
So we're just going to get what we need here. So still we need 91. So let's go cargo space. Let's just see how much we would have got if we really had a full load. If we sold 5 million, so we sold about 5.5 million. Was it 5.5? Well, 5 million. So we're making about at least $500,000 on that. So you do, even selling to your own construction ship, you're still not money. It's nice knowing it's hopefully all going towards my trade though. Get to buy. And now, where do we want to go to? Remind me, I was that hand. Not still, we probably got that. And H, and how do you pronounce that? And anyway, so this is, I think it's German. Destination. So we can just launch them here. We don't really get any trouble. This is what I mean, this is why I don't sometimes, because it takes you down anyway, because you've got to rotate towards the exit. Okay.
Detach confirmed. Departure authorized.
This is another cool thing. I found this out a couple of days ago. You get starports built into asteroids. Literally never seen it before, like last week. See what I mean. Well, it doesn't say speeding in my bottom right, it says hostile. And this has been on, it's either since I joined this PowerPay faction, or it's since I visited Seoul, because I got past the Seoul. And there's a Starboard base ship here. Now I know in the old game, if you go into your Starboards, they kind of mess with your computers a bit. So I know you do appear hostile for some time afterwards. But this has been on for ages, hostile, so I'm thinking it's more to do with the power movement. Maybe my ship is not really effective firewall technology. A good virus, I don't know. I was in Seoul for some time, but I don't know. I'm interested. I'll be interested to see if I do leave. I'm tempted to leave, but this is the other thing in the game. It's just not obvious how to leave. It's just how do I leave power? Oh, there we go. Leave power. Should I do it? I know I've got merits, so I'm just. I build up some merits from doing donations, but I'm just like. I still got the merits. Yeah. Because I was donating to Federation things anyway. Maybe I'll keep it for now, but I don't like that locked thing there because it blocked out any other information. Let's see boosters. Just like, and it's not even powerful. I mean, territory. I don't even know where this is. Anywhere near where am I? There it is. 70. Oh, it's not too far. It's not far at all. Or maybe I'll take a trip over there. There's one for another stream, the power play or whatever. Try and figure out what that's all about. It's just a whole other in-game thing, isn't it? It's love this. It's actually Starport built inside my asteroid.
Morgan Peterson, Delta, Juliet,
The
Delta.
inside you can call it.
Please place a docking request before attempting to land at this interior facility. Request approved. Please set down at bay 3-2. Initiating auto-docking protocols.
These are so hybrid. Just tech. It's like asteroid. Now you'd think this would produce lots of mining stuff, but it doesn't. It's weird. You think it'd be like hollowing out, like still mining the asteroid or something like that. Just ended up being a novelty, really. Really quite good if you've got like loads of mining gear from here. You see that when you go to the market, you just get like normal stuff. I guess the side I get to mine that the asteroid, there'll be nothing left at the base there. Yeah, as we go to our command side, you see they've got the 10 metals. What's that still here? No, they're minerals. Alright, I'll just shut up then. Alright, for this we need 740 watt. Fruit and veg, 50. This must be the sweetener. I think that was it. There's something else. There is a. Oh yeah, there is a way you can find out what you need. If you go to the galaxy map, over here to my colonies, click on this. Oh no, that doesn't tell you. Sorry, my bad. If you go, so like say like system map for example, and then click on this, and then here tells you what we need. Food and vegetables. So right, so yeah, I thought there was something else. Medical diagnostic equipment. I need to get 30 of those from somewhere. This is close to it. I think so. Where do I get that? So yeah. Ah, right, here we go. It's Dynio gateway. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Yeah. Cameras. How much of that do I need? Just 13. Cameras is close, I think. Let's see if we can find that. There we go. No. Cameras, there we go. So I have been here before. So I need to go there. Unfortunately, something we can land on because I've got a large ship, obviously. So let's get ourselves over there. Make tracks for that place. So, okay, so this really is a round trip. I'm glad I took a break. Should I take a break? I'm going to take a break. So into it, I'm not really taking a break. I mean, yes, I did take one break, but I was just saying, yeah, so maybe I'll just set aside that when I get back. I probably will be. I can feel the same amount. So yeah, I mean, to play this game, do some things on quite simply, but you know, there's so much complexity to it. But then you do feel rewarded once you get to know the game and know more about it. You feel like you've earned your mastery. Keep getting these weird noises since I've went in the soul and was close to that mothership. Apparently, according to law, I think maybe the mothership try and contact you once it's planted its virus in the ship. But I think that's a reasonable law, but I think that's not that law. I remember I can't remember it was so long ago when I actually bought the game. When I had it on set. Whether I got the disc but I didn't play it. I remember playing it on the Atari ST. It was on a black and white TV I used to play on. I think it was that, or was it the 128 Spectrum? I don't know. Pretty sure it was made on the Spectrum. Oh, that's insane. That's scary, isn't it? me ask Google. Okay, Google, was Elite available for the Spectrum? That's right. Came with a lens lock device. Yeah, so it was available on the Spectrum. That's right. Right. Also, my first computer was a 48K Spectrum. Yeah, I played on maybe some of the Nintendo game thing. Like that tennis game. That was the thing. Nintendo or Sega. Um, I just think simple moving with the lines and the tennis going across. When I was a little kid, literally just a kid. But then when I was 12, I got a 48K Spectrum, and that was launched in 1982. And then this game, it's insane to think 2 years later, this first edition of this game came out. How simple the technology was then, but it's just like compared to now, obviously. I mean, yes, obviously it was abrupt, but it's cool. Like, after 2 years after the machine launched, he's got something ready. I think it's one of the first 3D games ever released as well. I think maybe there's another one that was humanoid game. One with that. I think that was maybe one of the first ones. Doom was an early one as well. There's Blow the Rider. Yeah. Like, 'cause that really sort of like made you think what was possible. They started doing these wireframe 3D things with the things up to now. They've just been little chunky graphics. Literally opened up another dimension in terms of computer gaming. Quite like to give this a go with a headset as well.
The Empire cordially welcomes you to our facility, friend.
Yeah, so that's Empire again. They've always let me know.
Docking request approved. You are cleared to set down on landing pad 02.
Colonial voice. So yeah, you can play this in VR mode as well, and I'd love to do that, but I haven't played on a headset in so long. Like, well, not since like an arcade headset. That was quite cool, but it's really disorientating. But I don't know what it'd be like now. I'm like wearing glasses. Is that I've got quite bad eyesight. Glasses. I really enjoy it a lot. Not without like a prescription lens adapter or anything like that. I don't know. Something that feels a bit weird about it. It's like, and I think somewhere it seems easy to move the mouse and move my head flips around. Yeah, might be fine. Certainly be an experience. I think I'll try it sometime. I'm trying to make a good stream having me with a VR headset on. But you probably wouldn't want to see it. Sort of defeats the whole object, doesn't it? This is pretty basic. Yeah. colours. Okay, so we've got medicines from there.
Landing complete. Initiating ship lockdown. Our facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Interesting. Yeah, stuff like some interesting stuff. Oh, bioresistant. I know some places like that. Might be worth bookmarking this place. I remember these to 13. There we go, and I think we've got everything. I might just do a soft bookmark on this place. Oh yeah, and there's part of it, not forgetting. Then we're going to come to a dramatic conclusion now. And then I've decided to carry on or not with the view base. Well, what we'll do after we do this, we'll see if I can get this my old place brought back, because it was quite a good one. If not, I might just call it a day. But I do want to see this, see what happens. Detail. I probably don't get a cutscene, but I mean, I don't some games do, but see how it works out. Probably the irony is I probably want to go to land there and just type of thing.
Ship released. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
I mean, it does say you can get some outposts with large landing pads. I don't know if we can upgrade it later. Like commercial ones, maybe they can come with large landing pads, but when it said I was going to build this, it didn't say I could have a large landing pad. But if I can upgrade it, I certainly would want to. That's that can that's really make or break for some ships. And then also another aspect for me, because up to now I've been avoiding outposts because I always thought you can't land on them with a big ship, so if you can indeed do that, that would change things a lot. I'd be more likely to land on them then. Because I know you can tell, like here, like see as appropriate landing pads now. Appropriate bad landing pads now. Obviously the base is these.
You are now leaving the control zone. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wish you a safe onward journey.
So yeah, I'd say it's taken. I hope to get it done in 8 hours, but it's just going on and on last night, trying to get back and forwards. 9 hours, and then I just gave up because it's too late at night. And then what's 9, 10 and a half hours? Maybe I'll stop early after. So yeah, like people say online, it's about 10 hours. 10 hours to do this. Get all the materials across. Because that's what includes the odd break here and there. truth.
Docking request granted.
It'd be cool if you saw it being built up already, but I guess that's never gonna happen because you get it all past it.
Landing gear deployed.
Sure. Smells like it, doesn't it? Fingers crossed, I've got all the stuff I need.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Transfer all. Whoa! Do it. Building the future together.
Incoming message.
It's supposed to be a video. Video, this is. Yeah, please, like. Hey, actually, that way. We got a message. Says the colonization strategy will be departing for Camazots in 1452. Okay, fair. That's my cue to leave it, I think. You know, the Camazots not that far. Primary port construction is completed. Primary port construction contributed. It's completed. So, I think we can stay here for a bit, but we probably want to get off here. So looking at the construction, yeah, so I can build an actual proper starport. Ah, okay, so this would be interesting. I could, yeah. So, right, so this is where I get to show you. This is not about selecting a system, but I will show you selecting a construction here. So we've got starports, which are tier 2. And this is Corollis, or asteroid base. Oh, asteroid base is tier 2. This is what I chose. Oh, the Acellus, this like this rounded one. See, I chose this. I thought it looked kind of cool, but it's just a ridiculous amount of stuff you needed for the deck as well. Must have purchase construction rights. That's tier 3 anyway, so that's going to be a lot anyway. So I can build a tier 2 one. I might do that. Quad truss, dual truss. Oh, interesting. You don't see many of those quad trusses. I don't know. Nowhere to get away from. Landing pads. See, these are all got the large landing pads, you see. I'm not sure what. On the. I'll change. So I'm not sure what the difference. I know actually in an actual space station that will create gravity through centrifugal force, so maybe good for research things. Anyway, this is just the thing. I won't select begin because I don't want to set it off. Outpost installation. This before. Okay, installation. I haven't seen these before. These are all tier 1 space farm. Private base. The space farm. That's amazing. Agricultural installation. I could get into building some of these. Right, so here this will show you what you need to construct it with. Like medicines, power generators. Not so much stuff. Private base. Mining outpost. Military installations. I've never seen all this before. I mean, yeah, I've come across some of these things in space, but I've never been. I don't think you can land on them. You have to do stuff. Oh, oh, that's pretty cool. I quite like that. Water copper, what do you need? Basic stuff. Pretty basic stuff. I'm really tempted to go for that. Fish, fibrin, titanium. I can get all those things locally. How can you land on it? Okay, so it's construction points. I've seen these in space, but I don't know how you land on them. Space bar. Construction points. So that's tier 3. What, these extensions or something? I don't really understand. I'm gonna have to work out. I'm gonna have to look into that and see what that's all about. I need to find out more before I can tell you anything about that. But I'd love to build a bar on the end of that, of course. If I can land here. I don't want to demolish it. No way. For that trouble. It's a change. Like, can I change the landing pads? Really change. Let's go. Wells change. Increase. Strom Vista. Interesting name. Alright, I'll just leave that. I think you can change the name, but I'll just let it pick it. Kind of a funny name. So yeah, I'll come back to building this later, but what I want to show you next is just how you colonize, just to make this now into a how-to video. So I can't land here, can I now? So it has been built. Has perfect landing pad. So I can't land there, so I'm going to have to go somewhere else to land this transport ship. And then I'll show you the details of colonization. Let's just go, for the sake of it, back to the others. Let's just go back to here in case we do decide to build something later and we want materials. Obviously I've got my own research to do, because it doesn't really tell you much on that construction thing, what they everything you need to know about it. So obviously, yeah, I'm creating this basic video, but there's still more I need to know. Or go any further. So I need to get on a ship anyway before I can transport it to research. Please. If I landed it. Oh, I landed it. Yeah, so if you ever try to can't boost, it's because you feel like landed it. Yes, yeah, okay. Sun. Big sun. Cool, it's got bits in the atmosphere. I had to look that up. Why is sun pink? It's because of impurities in the atmosphere. Oh, it's like that. Should we cruise over to there? So we just land here, have a quick break, and then come back and do the second part, which will be looking at starting the colonization fresh. And it's the colonization system fresh, which if you're doing this from the beginning, you want to know. Otherwise, I may not actually do it if I can't claim the one I want, but I'll also have to decide whether I want to do that or whether I want to work on the one I've already started. It's tough decisions in life. But that decision might be made for me if that old place, first place I tried claims, has been, because I have to abandon, so I lose my claim on it. It may be somebody else has claimed it since then. But I'm just going to have a look out of curiosity. Because I said that did have another planet on it, which could be used for a non-planet base. See, I don't get that option with what I've got because it's just the sun there. Unlimited, although I can tap 2 stations there, which is good. It looks like you can like build mega bases. Those extensions, like looking at those extensions, they look quite interesting. Bars and all that, there's interesting things there to work on. Actually, if you just keep on building the starport out, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? A mega station. I haven't seen that before. Maybe I wasn't very observant the first time I looked, but I don't know, maybe that's new, I don't know. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so let's just land here, so we're grounded.
Zorgon Peterson Delta, Juliet Delta. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking
Yeah, so we're gonna have to call another ship in here. I don't have one with a medium-sized pad, so we do our first landing on our starport anyway. So you just want to land on it to begin with. Probably, ironically, probably somebody else has already landed on it before me, but. I should have bookmarked it as well, shouldn't
Landing gear deployed.
I? There we go. Oh, it's a funny old name, isn't it? I should at least bookmark it. That's my favourite. I think it's going to crack me up. Maybe I'll rename it with some kind of egocentric name. Can't really see how to rename it. It's such a good, but really I'm not that fussed about it. Because I don't want to be one of these people who comes up with a really stupid name for a place. Go to the line here, and then I'll need Starport services to do this. Build that from here. Okay, let's just show you quickly, just so you get an idea. Right. So you go to contacts here. You go to system colonization. How to tackle it. And it belongs to a corporation you make the claim from. So I'll begin the claim. So I've got this set up here. You don't see the filter. Basically send the grey ones, so there aren't any here. These are all claimed with these in purple. Oh, hold on, is this from not? Ah, right, okay, so these green ones, basically we can claim. There's a few around here. So there was one in my bookmarks. This is where the last one was, isn't it? Hydra sector. And it had a planet and all that kind of thing. So, but there's some actually in this sector, so it makes sense to do it in the same sector. So this is where I am now. The triangular sector. You notice it's an interesting name, isn't it? There's one on the route here. We can't view the system map without exploring them. So it may be an idea to visit them first to see what they look like, see what planets they've got. Because obviously until you visit, you can't see this thing. So basically, what you do is you find one of these green ones and go configure primary port, and then I think it'll let me do it. Where goes most of the other stuff here? This is where I do a lot of other stuff. I want to get one fairly close. Maybe this is too far away. If you go configure primary port, this is like what we were with before. So this is why I didn't see it before, those other options. You got the choice of either Starport. Again, my stupid mistake was choosing the Orbis Tier 3 Orbis, which is just the I can't remember which one things. Look at these ridiculous amount of resources you need. Okay, titanium, aluminium you could probably get from a base. For this CMM composite, 51k, you really have to land on a planet to get that, because they're mined directly. And like just taking off, like obviously my ship, they do have large landing pads where my ship has like 1,000-ton capacity. I'd have to take off and land from a planet 51 times just to get that one thing. And it's just like to do it in 4 weeks, and then you got nearly 50 times that, 50 times that, 20 times. It's and then another. Look at this. This as well. This is 67. You have to do it 67 times, 67 journeys back and forth. Each one taking about 10 minutes. About 20 minutes. It's gonna take a hell of a long time. This is why you need a team to do that kind of thing. So no, I won't be doing that in a hurry unless I do ever get into a team. Yeah, they're really cool. Possible for a solo player, really, unless you have literally 4 weeks of free time without any work. You're not working, you know. So anyway, that's the idea. So anyway, I think really from that I've shown how you do it. Just with this, in order for it to show as well, there's something else I need to tell you. In order for that to show properly, I think it should show properly anyway. But what I had to do was also go to system colonization here and click the unclaimed and have to. So the unclaimed will show in grey. Right here. So you can look at. I don't think that's right. That's power play. No, because this is a bit where it gets confusing because it says unoccupied, but it's got people there. This is. I don't know. I don't know. Don't quote me on this because you may find these closures. Last time I had a look at this, I thought you could claim these, but I went to one and it had bases and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, ignore that. I don't know how you get the power play thing, but certainly I think if you're a bit stuck when you go to that map, for showing them, just show these, take the unclaimed ones. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this is what you should see. So it should be grey like this. There we go. So unoccupied, not unclaimed. The power thing is oh, crap now. I don't know. These things mess me up. You try to swap between them, and like one of them seems to stick on. I think they need to sort this out because it's just it doesn't work properly. Like it doesn't really seem to switch between them. You still get like remnants. Like I'm clicking on this is colonization, but it's still showing me power play. They need to sort this out. I can't know when you do it. But anyway, you get the idea. So you can mess around with those, and then, but obviously the way to actually claim a star system. Go mission board. No, sorry, no, I went. Go to contacts, system colonization, begin new claim, and it's got to be in this area of already populated places, so it all links up. You know, otherwise there won't be any point claiming somewhere where you can't even get to. So, or where you couldn't get resources to. So here, so in this case, it looks different to yesterday, but obviously the green ones are ones we can claim. But as I say, if you're doing it solo, I would certainly recommend starting with an outpost. And you've got different types. I did commercial, but you could do industrial, criminal, right? Civilian, build up a population. See, this is what I didn't get because it says commercial outpost. I don't know how that works as well. Landing pad, but somewhere said you could get large landing pads. This is definitely saying medium though, anyway. But yeah, I'm not going to send that 25 million just yet. I'll have to have some time to do that all over again because, as I say, it took about 10 hours, so I've got to be committed to do it. I'm glad I've done it. I might just have a look and just see how I can customize my existing system as it is. Just to see what I can do with this one, just to get it. And then obviously no land points because there's no planet to land on. So this is where I've stuffed myself really by picking this one. Because with the heat of the excitement at the moment, I just chose any one and it happened to be planets. This is sun soil, but that's the way it sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, I think I managed to round it up in at the end there. How you actually do colonize anyway, so this could turn into a how-to video. I might do some YouTube, whatever. So yeah, I hope if anything it helps some people understand colonization, what it's about. I'm guessing there's much more to it because when you start going onto planet landings, planet bases, and customizations, I think you can sort of like customize what you build as well. I'm pretty sure you can. I just went with the basics when I did mine, but I'm pretty sure you can customize stuff as well. And that, but hopefully this gives anyone just coming across this video just to give them a rough idea about what colonization is and how it works, because everybody's at different levels. Some people might not have done this. So if you have, then you'll probably know what I do. So yeah, okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys and girls. Catch you again later. It's coming up 2 hours. I think it's just gonna be a short stream. This one, I'm gonna leave it there and upload it and see what people think. Killing all hope. Thanks for the emotes. Let's see. Thanks there. Sorry, I just noticed that. Nice to have you with us. I am ending here. I always appreciate a few emotes in chat. Some lovely emotes there. It's been really great. Thanks for dropping in. Catch you all later. Just gonna check you haven't sent any other messages. So I have to swap between OBS and this. Check my messages. Oh, that's cool. Lovely set of emotes. Thanks, man. Excellent. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. And I'll see you all again sometime in the near future. Take care. Bye now.